Bismillah, salatu wassalam ala rasulillah. So this is the final articulation point I will be discussing, and that is al-Jawf. Okay, al-Jawf. And al-Jawf is the empty space inside the mouth, whether this green part or blue part. So all of this is al-Jawf, the empty space inside the mouth. Okay? And from al-Jawf come out three letters, three important letters. And these are the vowels, the long vowels. Now, if you think about like vowels, we can roughly say that vowels in Arabic are divided into short vowels and long vowels. So short vowels would be fatha, dhamma, and kasra. All right. Long vowels would be a, u, i. These are long vowels. All right. So they are a longer form of fatha and dhamma. Bismillah. Sorry. Fatha and dhamma and kasra. Okay. Right. A, u, i. All right. We're not talking about the actual ya letter as in ay or the actual waw letter as in aw. No, we're talking about a vowel like this. If we take al-Rajim as an example, in al-Isti'adha, أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم, al-Rajim, we're talking about this E sound, you see? Ar-Rahman ar-Rahim, this E sound, right? Ar-Rahmani, over here there is this little alif, mani, this alif, this is a vowel, this is a long vowel, right? And like, you know, like if let's say you say ar-Rahmani, your teacher would tell you no, this is a short vowel, this is just a fatha. So it's not ar-Rahmani, no, it's a short vowel. But this one is a long vowel. Ar-Rahma, a, u, i, alif, waw, and ya are long vowels, all right? Now, a'udhu, again here, this waw is a long vowel, right? And for those of you who already did like the med classes, like al-mudud, you know, the elongation class. Okay, I wanted to say something and I forgot. I guess I wanted to say that like these are like you know, like okay, yes. So for those of you who know like the different types of mudud, you have al-mad al-tabi'i, you have al-mad al-lazim. Some mududs are like 2 counts, some are like 4 or 5, some are like 6. Doesn't matter. If it's a mad, it's a mad. If it's a mad letter, whether alif or waw or ya, it is mad. It comes out from al-Jawf. And if you say awi, you will notice that you're not really using any specific part of your mouth. You're just using the empty space inside the mouth. That's why we say we are using al-Jawf, the empty space inside the mouth. Now, let me give you tips and tricks on like how, like let's say if you're non-Arab and like, you know, you come across a word, how do I know whether this is you know, a mad or not mad, an elongated alif waw ya or just a regular alif waw ya. Let's say إياك in Surah Al-Fatiha, إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين. إياك أي, you see, you hear the sound أي. This is a letter. This is not a mad. A mad should be E. We don't say إياك. No, we say إي. You see, this is an actual letter. Now, the way you would know this is that these vowels, whether alif or waw or ya, should have a sukoon, each one of them, and should have a corresponding haraka before them. So before the alif, there should be a corresponding haraka, and that is fatha. Before the waw, it should have a dhamma. Before the ya, kasra. All right? And usually in the Quran, you would usually, if you have like the kind of like calligraphy that we have in Arab countries, like the one they have in Mecca, you wouldn't even see this sukoon. When there is nothing there, when there is a waw and there is nothing on top of it, no fatha, no dhamma, no kasra, nothing, you know that this is sukoon, okay? Maybe like in the calligraphy that is like usually like they have in Pakistan, maybe there's like a sukoon there, I'm not sure. But with the one we have in Mecca, the one we have in Arab countries, it usually doesn't have nothing here. Right? So it should have a corresponding haraka. Now, if you apply this to إياك, over here we have a fatha. There's a fatha here. So this is not a mad letter. It should have a sukoon and it should have a corresponding haraka before it. Let's say with al-Rajim. Al-Rajim, the ya has a sukoon. There is nothing on top. This is a sukoon. And then before it, there is a kasra. Corresponding letter. Al-Rajim. So I know this is a mad. Ar-Rahman, again, sukoon, and then before it there is fatha. corresponding حركة. أعوذ. This is سكون and before it there is a ضمة corresponding حركة. العالمين. العالمين الحمد لله رب العالمين. This is سكون and before it there's a فتحة. لمين سكون and before the meme has a كسرة corresponding حركة. This is how I know this is a mad letter. So we call this alif mad, واو مد, and ياء مد. Okay. And I actually have, like, we're done with articulation point, and I have this interesting, over here. Yeah, look. So these are articulation points. We have al-Jawf, the throat, the lips, the tongue, the nasal cavity. You can take a screenshot of this and it can stay with you, so like you don't forget. Like this is like, a quick, help. So you have al-Jawf, it's alif mad, waw mad, ya mad. Throat, hamza ha, ayn ha, ghayn kha. Lips, 4, fa, waw, mim and ba. Nasal cavity, mim and nun. Tongue, so many letters. All right. Now, if we go here, over here again. So we have the lips, articulation point. We have the tongue with so many letters. We have the empty space inside the mouth for the mad letters, for the long vowels. We have the nasal cavity for mim and noon. And finally, we have the throat. And the throat, like we said, has the deep throat, middle throat, upper throat. Okay, that's it for articulation point. If I made any mistake, it's from me and shaitan. If anything is well, it's from Allah. Please make dua for me and my family. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.